advice to you is please don't ever sit in your room and lock yourself away because you don't think you're good enough.
A collection of 3 versions. Yes, 3 versions of this book series.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently reading Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I've had this book for so long. I bought it with the intention of reading it immediately, but it's just been sitting on my shelf collecting dust. Anyway, before we even dive into all of that, let me just tell you guys, last month was a vibe. Last month was my birthday, and even though I didn't really plan for it, my friends had to force me to do stuff. I still had fun. I got my birthday dress
2-3 days before my birthday.
I still had fun. I mean, next year I'm going to try and be more intentional about it, putting things together at the beginning of the year before my birthday, because my birthday is in April 10. I'm going to try my hardest to plan next year's birthday. And then after my birthday celebrations, I traveled to meet up with another group of friends of mine. I had fun. I had so much fun hanging out with them. But I am back now, but nothing to do. I feel like I don't have anything planned for the month of May yet. What I want to say, I have book mail. I got 6 new books over the past weekend. I don't know why I have this terrible habit of buying books and then reading them 3 years after I buy them. The books I bought just last month in March, haven't read one of those books. First one here is The Maid by Anita Prose. This is a thriller mystery. The second one I got was No Perfect Love. This is a Nigerian novel. I need to read more Nigerian novels this year. Last year, I didn't read enough, which I was very sad about. So this year, I'm on a mission to read more Nigerian novels. And the next one is my very first Carissa Broadbent book. I've never read or owned a Carissa Broadbent book before, and she's very popular amongst the TikTok girlies. This is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Fantasy novel, romantasy. I'm all for that kind of jazz. Have no clue what this book is about. I just saw the cover, loved it, added to cart. Next one we have is And So I Roar. This is another Nigerian novel. I'm not sure what it's about. Plucky 14-year-old Aduni is in Lagos and excited to finally enroll in school, but it's not so simple to run away from your past. On the night before she's due to join her new classmates for her first lesson, a terrible knocking at the front keeps summoned Aduni back to her home village, Ikati, where her dramatic story of resilience first began. I think it's a coming of age. Strongly believe that it's a coming of age novel. Next one we have here is another fantasy novel, The Lies of Ajongo. This is really short. I'm going to blast through this book in minutes. It's really, really short. And lastly, the one I'm most excited for, Chimamanda's Dream Count. That's all you need to know. Chimamanda's Dream Count. I have 2 new bookmarks. I never ever use these bookstores bookmarks because I know my style, but I just end up keeping them anyway. Anywho's, now let's talk about Done and Dusted, because I have to shower, go out and get my braids out and do my hair, because I'm so over this. Once the braids are in, like for 2 weeks plus, I'm just over the whole thing. I need it gone. Anyway, let's talk Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. There really isn't much to talk about when it comes to this book because I've only read 3 chapters. I just feel like it's not well written. What drew me in, act shocked when I say it, the cover. I'm hoping it gets better. It's one of those books you read when you're not really trying to use any kind of brain power. It's looking like they're just hurrying us up to when they get to take each other's clothes off. And I don't read spies. If this book has more spies and plot, which I think it's going to have, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. But let me not be too harsh. I'm hoping that it gets better as I keep reading. But anyway, I think that's it. That's all I have to say to you guys for now. So see you when I see you. Okay guys, so I've taken my hair down now. I've taken my braids down. This is our current situation. I know my hair looks crazy. I didn't really have the strength or the energy to make it look more presentable than it already does. I'm going to get my mini twist in and you guys will see what that looks like in the next clip. Jeez, I look like something that fell out of the 80s. Anyways, so I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I wasn't really expecting any kind of greatness when I first started reading this book. I just wanted something to read to get me out of this world. Something decent. This book was not decent to you guys. It was a waste of my time. The only reason I would recommend this book to a person is if I do not like them. Let me tell you what this book is about. It's about this babe called Emmy. She's a horse rider, but she has this accident that kind of messes up with her psyche. So she has to leave her town and move back to her hometown. She moves in with her best friend, and the first night she gets to town, best friend is like, oh, let's go to this bar and just have fun and have Ben pay for our drinks. She agrees. She goes to this bar only to find out that this bar is now owned by her older brother's best friend. That older brother's best friend, the MMC, Luke Brooks, is one of the most irritating MMCs I've ever seen in my entire life. He tried so hard. He wasn't that boy. He was so hypersexual. She was hypersexual. The plot was flimsy at best. After this book, I needed something to help me because this is the kind of book that would help you get into a reading slump. I needed something to save me from what I had just read. And then I stumbled across something on my Libby app. I had saved this book I think over a month ago, and it just got available for me to borrow. It's called House of Salt and Sorrows. I'm listening to it, not reading it actually. I have listened to 28 chapters now, and all I have to say is that's a book. So it's a retelling of one of my favorite Barbie movies, 12 Dancing Princesses, but it comes with a twist. This one, the sisters keep dying and everyone thinks that their family is cursed. But then recently one of them dies and our FMC analyst thinks someone killed her sister, like things are looking too sketchy. And so she decides to go on this long murder mystery journey to figure out who is killing her sister. In the middle of all these detective work that my girl is doing, she finds herself in the most dramatic yet amazing love triangle. I think everyone in this book is a killer though. Everyone looks suspicious. I love it. Following this whole Cassie and Diddy case thing, it's the only thing that's been on my FRP for the last 3 days now. Every single time I'm appalled all over again at Sean Combs. I cannot believe that a human being can be that deranged. Like the things he did, the things he made her do, the things he put her through. And then there are some idiots online saying stuff like, oh, why did Cassie stay? She's a gold digger. Women stay with men that are bums. Women stay with men that have nothing to their name. No fame, no money, no degree, nothing, but they're so attached to them. In fact, they are the ones funding these men and their lifestyle. They still want to stay with these men. Some women will go out of their way to fight other women over a man that cannot take care of them. This has nothing to do with money or fame. It's just psychological abuse. So why is it any different for Cassie? And it's even more irritating when these comments are coming from other women. Where is the empathy? Where is the common sense? Forget empathy, Seth. Where is your common sense? I don't even want to spiral because I feel like there's too much to unpack when it comes to this case. Anyways, that's not the real reason we're here. You guys, I forgot to vlog. The last time you saw me, well, not the last time you saw me, but the last clip before this clip was over a week ago. Last time I spoke to you guys, I was reading House of Salt and Sorrows. I have finished that book and I read 2 more books and I'm now reading my 3rd book. And I didn't tell you guys anything about it. This is crazy. This is not the vlog of my dreams. I feel so bad, but what can I do? But in the moments that we've been apart, brethren, I have read House of Salt and Sorrows, I have read The Lies of Ajungo, I have also read The Last Thing He Told Me, and I'm currently reading The Paper Palace. Now, for House of Salt and Sorrows, I think I already talked to you guys about it. It's a Barbie 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. The girls keep dying one by one, and then the main character decides to figure out why. In the middle of all her detective work, she falls in love with 2 men. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. The only thing I had a problem with was the ending. Very anticlimactic. There was nothing really amazing. Like, it did not wow me. It did not have that wow factor. There was so much tension built up for nothing to happen at the end, so I was really disappointed with that. Or maybe I just had really, really high expectations because the author was feeding me real good. But I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Still a very decent read. The next book I read was African literature, more of dystopian world kind of setting. It's called The Lies of Ajungo. Actually, I bought it in this vlog. In the beginning of this vlog, I bought that particular book and I said I was going to speed through it, and I did. So it's about this town where there is no water. People basically kill each other for water. Water just dried up all of a sudden. To get water, they have to cut off their tongues and sell to the other kingdom to get water. But even when they do that, it's never enough. And so this boy who is about to get his tongue cut off, it's a ritual thing. Getting your tongue cut off is a ritual thing. Like, if you get to age 13, they would ask that you get your tongue cut off, and then they would use it to trade for water from the next kingdom. So this boy is about to get his tongue cut off, but then his mom falls sick. Mind you, I forgot to say something. Men or boys usually advocate to leave the kingdom to go find water and bring it back, but they never return because it's just a hard world out there. They just end up dying. So he sets out to look for water and bring it back to the kingdom to save his mom and possibly the entire kingdom. I think this is my first 5 out of 5 star book of the year. But anyway, after I was done with The Lies of our Jungle, I was looking for something a little bit different. I decided to read The Last Thing He Told Me. It's about this man that disappears, leaves his new wife and his daughter from a previous marriage. He runs out on them randomly one day because his company gets sued for fraud. Everyone is thinking, oh, he ran away because he's a part of the people that stole or embezzled money. But then as things begin to unfold, it's clear that he's not. His daughter and his new wife, they're not really that close. So they begin to go on this mystery detective journey to figure out what happened, why he ran, why he left them a bunch of cash. You only leave that amount of money when you are not coming back. His new wife and his daughter, they're the main characters here. In the midst of all of this, they form this really sweet, nice, tender, beautiful bond. Again, it was nice. I give it 3 out of 5 stars, but the end, Anyways, my battery died for a second, so I had to switch it out. So I'm currently reading The Paper Palace, and this book is so funny. I think I'm like 5 chapters in, and it's... So this woman has been in love with her childhood best friend since she could remember. He's also been in love with her, but they decide not to pursue this romance, and they get married to other people and have kids and just live a very beautiful, amazing life. One day their families come together for a party. I don't remember, which is crazy because I just started reading the book, but I don't remember if they were at a party or they were shot together. They were all in the same building together. They're all there sitting, eating, drinking. The kids are laughing because she has kids. And then all of a sudden they just like look into each other's eyes and there's just like sexual tension. And she gets up, goes outside, like takes off her panties, and she's waiting for this man. It's like they have an understanding just by looking at each other like, okay, we've ignored this for over 50 years because they are in their 50s, for over 50 years. And now it's time to fuck. The story is told in 2 timelines, the past and the present. The past is there so you can learn more about the characters. The past is told to build up what you're going to expect in the present, but everything gets really, really messy. I'm not done yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 3 or 4 star, possibly, hopefully 5-star read. I think I'm going to end this vlog here today and prep properly for the next vlog. Anyway, if you got to this point of the video, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and hopefully I will see you in my next video.